In ancient times, the sacred mountain was sealed by the dwarf deities with 5 powerful.
Let's skip that boring part and let's dig into business. I need your help.
Hey, where am I? This is a bit different from what I visited earlier.
Hey, come here quick.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
How dare you to interrupt my story? I am the mountain.
Well, as I was saying, this is the Misty Mountain and has 2 things about it. One, it's filled with golds and diamonds. And there is some kind of weird magic.
What was the last part?
Instead, you can mine any dwarf streams, and all you need is a pickaxe.
Any dwarf streams?
Hey, how is it going? Today it's Wednesday and we're back here for our weekly update and live stream. Welcome in. I hope everyone's feeling fantastic. I hope everyone is feeling okay. Let me know how you are. Happy to have you here. And let's get this started. Let me just set up everything properly. I have tons of windows to manage. I've got a controller. I do have to test it out again, so this becomes a little bit easier. But yeah, let's get it going. Alright, so what we have for today, we have a quick recap on what's happening on MLP, some insights of what's happening in the market, also taking some news of what's happening inside the abstract ecosystem. There's been some really good news in the past 24 hours, but we will keep looking on what's happened during this past week, and we've got some really bullish news for abstract. Also regarding MLP, I have some insights. I think we're in a really good spot, considering all things that are happening as well. More things that we can look at. Talk about the leaderboards, bingo card, the usual stuff. Hey Fred, how is it going? Let's freaking go. Welcome. Alright. Okay, so where to start? Okay, let's start with this. I'm just gonna take... Oh, we're also gonna do the buyback, the live, so it's pretty much transparent and all you can see. And we had a really good week. So we can see here on token, last 24 hours we had $500 on volume. That generated 1.55 in fees, so that is good. I think this has been pretty stable, and we had some days with 1k volume as well, so I believe that we will have total like $10 buyback, which is already significant at our market cap. It already moves the needle a little bit, and we will have like about 20 MLP to be added to the staking, if not more. So definitely feels like it's going to be more than last week, and I'm really happy about it. Let me just get that noted. So where to start? I'm going to start here with the back leaderboards. So month has just started. We have about $5 in fees. That's been 332 transactions. So what does this tell me? It tells me that number of transactions feels okay. I don't have much to say about this moment. It feels like pretty much on the standard. But it has generated more fees with the same amount of transactions. So I guess that the transactions that are happening, they're in a bigger volume. So we can see that this already has 12 trades, 56 cents generated. Also 12 trades here, 22 and 27. I did myself a couple, I saw a good entry and I bought myself some more MLP for myself. So probably if I go to my profile, it will tell me which place I am and how much fees I've generated. I think I'll be in a really good spot. Oh yeah, I'm currently on 4th place. So I've generated 16 cents in fees. Did 6 transactions through 7 pools. So pretty much almost did through all. I have to add, I do have to add more pools here for Bitcoin and for a Borean. I think those two are missing here. I'm not sure if I got any new badges in the meantime. So I should have earned this one, 59 out of 50. These should have went through. I have to see what happened. Generated one fee, $1 in fees. I should have gotten this one as well. Almost up the Mega Whale. Stake 1,000 MLP tokens. Small spender. I think I should have gone this, but hey, it does the auto routing, so I guess I do the transactions through all multiple pools, not just once. Okay. Moving forward, let's get going. We've got here the bingo card, which last month we had no winners. So what does it mean? I'll be adding this week as well the prize pool. So there's going to be more prizes for each bingo line and for a full bingo card. And I do believe that we will get about or as close to 2 MLP per bingo line. And we will be reaching about 60 MLP for a full bingo prize. I like it. The fact that every week we come back here and the prize pool just gets bigger and bigger. Sometimes I don't know how big this can be until someone claims, but the full bingo prize, imagine just growing as high as 100 MLP, going 200 MLP, and finally gets really hyped out and becomes a really big one. So I like that. Now, let me check here, moving forward on this. By the way, don't be shy. Say hello in the chat. There's not going to be a Lucky Miner today, unfortunately. Hey Wicked, how is it going? Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you here. There's not going to be a Lucky Miner today as we have run out of funds in Sand. Unfortunately, there's not been any new events on the Sandbox that were able to keep it up, and basically we ran until we had funds there to send the prize pool. And we'll be start focusing on other stuff. Now, other cool news is the fact that Junior is back actively developing on the Pickaxe Massa. So his life did settle a little bit. He had a couple of, let's call it, setbacks on his personal life that was restraining his time on being able to actively develop on the Pickaxe Massa, and he was working on the board game. I started also to work on the board game on my own, and now we're pretty much helping each other to get that going through. Now, cool thing is that, of course, myself, I'm a beginner, very much low end of the beginner area on programming. I do get a lot of help with AI and all of that, but Junior is just a top hand type of programmer, and everything he already did with Unity and everything that I was doing on React and JavaScript is going to mash up all of those two languages, and he's going to pretty much keep developing all of that work. And with what I've done and what he already has done, we should be moving pretty fast forward into getting this launch. So really good news on that. I'm really happy. Hey Ian, how is it going? We're not going to have a Lucky Miner today, so LFM, that is the old form from the last stream, and it is not working. Now, I was going to talk about this. I just gave some news about Junior coming actively back on programming on the Pickaxe Massa, so that is really good news. And I want to share, maybe we share some news before we do some insights on MLP. So we got here, this is the abstract ecosystem. I guess they just posted. Who needs this today? Okay, sure. So Cigar is the main developer for the blockchain on here. He's got some insights on L2s. Not what I was looking for, but on the past 24 hours, we had OX and DSyn partnerships with Abstract. And what do they have in common? They give retail users better order execution and access to liquidity on the chain and portal, which acts as a Trojan horse too, coming soon. So not sure what these could be. It could be Pengu, ADF, it could be a lot of things, I don't know. We will have to wait to see it. So first of all, we have the DSyn lab. DSync, or SYN, is a liquidity infrastructure provider backed by Fembushi Capital and SNZ Holding, and with a combine of 1.2 billion AUM. Not sure what AUM means. Australian something? Hey Fred, thanks so much for the MLP. Let's freaking go. Love to see it. We get tip for Junior and Wednesday. All right, we'll send that to Junior. Pretty cool that we can tip MLP. I've been watching the streamers on Abstract pretty much as I can find, and I've been tipping also a couple of MLPs, so I can also help out to spread out the token on the Abstract ecosystem. And I've seen that some new users that I don't recall them, they've bought MLP for the first time, so that is really bullish to get some outside eyes, let's call it like that, on the project. And it seems, I think it takes some time for people like, okay, it's been 3 months, they have not drugged, they keep doing what they said they will be doing, so okay, I guess I've earned my 5%, 10% of trust, and I'm gonna put this small amount there just to see what happens. And that's gonna be our path. We have to keep convincing the users on this ecosystem that, like, okay, they're not going anywhere, the thing's working, the wheel is spinning, they're doing what they're doing and what they said they will be doing, and I like it. The fact that it does 100% buyback, and okay, maybe I'll get in, I'll get some exposure to it. Now, Abstract here says, we're growing the Abstract liquidity layer, expanding products and creating new opportunities for LPs, so liquidity providers, users and builders. Hey, I guess we pretty much fall into this category: liquidity providers, builders, users, so this is good for us. Now, the other news combined with this would be OX project, which is now integrated in the portal. What does this project do, OX? So what they do, they aggregate the most efficient liquidity across exchange protocols. So they aggregate the liquidity between Aborian, between Sakura Swap, and I think there's another one. I don't recall the name right now. Let me see. So Aborian, Sakura Swap, Kona, and Moonit. So this is pretty much all the 4 dexes that exist on Abstract Swap. And what does it do? They aggregate the liquidity more efficiently between all of these users. And hey, OG Shakespeare here with the raid. How is it going? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone. 1w1. I've got no toads. I've licked the toads. I sent the toad away. As you told me. Shakespeare, thank you so much. I hope you had an awesome stream. And I was just going over some news regarding here Abstract. Also, I'm going to share a link here for all of you that joined here on Twitch. Thank you so much, Nasman, for the subscription. Let's freaking go. If you don't mind, please do join the stream also on portal.abs.xyz, stream Ice Age. That's going to help out a lot if we get more viewers there. That means we'll be ranking up on the streamer list, and there's more chance, more likely that we'll have new members that are native just solely from Abstract that will be watching the stream from there. So please do hop on in there, join, just have it. Stream went great. We're a bit late due to an impromptu hype train. Let's freaking go. I don't mind the hype trains, they're always good. So just even lurk on there. That's just going to help the stats on who's watching there, and that will be good for us. How we do on Abstract. Now, let me just roll a little bit up here. I was saying that we had some really good bullish news on Abstract ecosystem on the past 24 hours. And what does that mean, or what does that say, these latest news? So they had a partnership with VCin Lab. It is a liquidity infrastructure provider backed by Finbushi Capital and SNZ Holding with a combined 1.2 billion AUM. Not sure what AUM is. Play game for fun. I'm good, thank you so much. I'm happy to be back here Wednesday streaming and sharing all the news with you. So we got some really cool stuff to talk about today. Now, what is this partnership? They're growing Abstract liquidity layer, so that kind of is where we at. Expanding products and creating new opportunities for liquidity providers, users, and builders. So we pretty much fit up in these categories. Hey, play game for fun also on Abstract, let's freaking go. So this is good. they're adding more liquidity to the chain. That is really well, because with more liquidity, it means that there's a chance to have more volume on transactions, and if there's more volume on transactions, it means that we have more transactions overall, and we have better chance to grab even part of those transactions that are happening with our liquidity pool. So very good news for MLP with this. Now the second one, it is with OX project. And what is this partnership, or how it is integrated in Abstract Portal? So what does it do? It aggregates the most efficient liquidity across exchange protocols. So currently there's 4 different decentralized exchanges. There's Orion, there's Kona, there's Sakura, and there's Moonet. So all of them, they're different decentralized exchanges. And when you're doing these transactions through the portal, through Relay, through any of these decentralized exchanges, the way that liquidity was presented to you, the way that you would get these transactions, was not the most efficient. Which means that now they have a more efficient liquidity across exchange protocols. So in my understanding, it means that we, MLP, as liquidity providers, now we have more chances, as we will be featured more into these aggregators, let's put it that way. So OX will enable users to find any token in our ecosystem and execute trades with tighter spreads and reduce slippage. So I like that, because we not only thrive through slippage but also through arbitrage. So this means we have even more opportunities for arbitrage, as they're trying to reduce it. So if we have a couple of cents that will make that arbitrage, we'll be getting a tiny bit of that transaction in MLP. And I think that this week, probably they're announcing this because it has been live, like most likely not on the time that they actually put the share on this thing. So we've seen that we had a little bit more volume going through MLP, so I really enjoy seeing that. So yeah, this was posted January 28th, so last week. Massive improvements coming to Abstract Portal trading experience. We've upgraded our swap infrastructure, bringing better execution quality, tighter slippage, and smarter routing across liquidity pools. So testing internally now, will be released to the public very soon. You can see announcement and release was not that very far off, and that is really good. So how does that tell? Now, since I've went through here, now I wanted to share what we have on this side. So we can currently see here how MLP is performing in USDC price. So we see that this was the price that it was launched at 40 cents. It has not grown that much. We've touched here a couple of times through these weeks on 39 cents and went all the way back up, back again, so you got some resistance. But the cool thing is that if you look at it, when we launched MLP, it was Ethereum at $4,000. Right now, Ethereum is almost at half. And we still maintain above the TGE price. So even Ethereum dropped half, we're still above the price that we started with. Personally, I see that as very bullish. So Wicked says, I bought a little bit more yesterday. Let's freaking go, Wicked. That's the way to go. So looking at it was like, okay, if you got $10 at TGE price, $10 would be at 40 cents, or let's say you got $4, so you got 10 MLP. The market dumped, everything went down, like Ethereum half price, it was cut in 50%, and today, if you just held the MLP, it's still worth more than it was. But this is just looking into USDC price, so it's been holding good. So Shakespeare was telling like how much was the percentage. Right now it says it has lost on the last 24 hours minus 3.84%. It's not such a big decrease like, for example, we would see here like this, like for example Kona, it's from the decentralized exchange, 13%, big, not such a big drop. We can see more as they combine. But here on Ethereum comparison, so what is the relative strength of MLP compared to Ethereum, which is our biggest pool? So as you can see, we launched here at 00.1, and the price just, how do I get this a little bit smaller? Oh yeah, here, perfect, much better. So you can see here, it started like this, and hey, price has been going all the way up, then we had a small correction. If you look here, it did just this pattern just right. We crossed it and started moving back up, found itself a new lower high, so it went up, went back down, but this is still higher than this one. And if you may almost see like this as a support, a new support level right now. Let's put it like that. So in here, kind of feels like it was hitting resistance, but we went through that. Here it felt like resistance, got glad it went all the way up. Here it felt resistance again, it went up, and now it is our support. Elka Zero, how is it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Nasman with a 7 transmission sequence. Let's freaking go. Okay, now coming back here, I think I can also draw this line. It also shows some support. I don't think I need to go all the way there. But yeah, so far, let's put it like that. It feels about right. I think I'm touching all the weights. Okay, good. And voila, we just went through. And with this, we have a single wick that went all the way to 002, and then pretty much I would say that we're all-times high. Like excluding single wicks, I feel like MLP right now it is at all-times high. So this is very bullish. It is almost double the price in Ethereum. So what does that mean? Okay, if MLP is at 41 cents right now, which is very close on what it was when we launched the token, right? But comparing to Ethereum, we see MLP is gaining strength comparing to Ethereum. So, okay, the token itself is getting stronger. As someone that would be buying on the USDC price, I feel like these would be a good entry. And of course, a lot of people say this, but of course, none of this is financial advice, just my own thoughts and opinions. I feel like I should say that, everyone says it. Maybe I should do it as well, but on my opinion, I feel like this is a really good entry, knowing that I could have bought this 40 cents here, and this with its comparison to Ethereum, I can buy it almost the same price, but it's worth this amount of Ethereum right now. Which means that, well, when Ethereum decides to do a comeback, the fact that the price is already here, it's going to help tremendously to drive also the USDC price up. Now, looking forward, we can see USDC pull on this one. We have 1,117, and I think that this kind of helps out for us to stabilize the price. I really like. I hope we have even more USDC paired with here. Pengu, we have 117,000. Let me see if I can see it. No, this only gives F. Okay, let me change. So MLP USDC, it is at 79 rank. So we're back at top 100. We're pretty much almost top 100 tokens on Abstract. So I think that's also quite a feature. And here we can see the pairs. Let's put it here. We're looking at Pengu. I have pretty ears. Thank you so much. I like my ears as well. So looking here, I can see actually the comparison of MLP with Pengu, which is pretty much such a different story right now. So when we launched, one MLP was equal to 17 Pengus. Right now, one MLP equals to 57. This is how strong actually the token got. MLP, how strong it got, it's all times high. We've never been as strong against Pengu. So it shows that it's a good trajectory. Moving forward, let's see other pairs. For example, next one, let's do it Absor. On Absor, all charts on USDC price, they're pretty much almost the same. But when we look at our token compared with Absor, we can see when we launched, it was 43, well, let's say 44 Absor per MLP. Right now, it is 144 Absor per MLP. So we're also getting stronger against this one. Let's move to the next one. Let's put it big. Big token, missing some catalyst to just pop off with the merge mining. So against big, when we started out, this one is the biggest one. It was worth half a big was 1 MLP. Right now, 3.4 big equals to 1 MLP. So we've grown quite a lot on this one. We have 6,600 big tokens. Not bad at all. Moving forward, with Pengu, we already see that. With Aborian, so this is quite a newly pair. You can see it has not been happening for so long. Now let's see the comparison of price. Not much data available still yet, but we can see that slowly we've been getting some, let's put it like this, the baseline. So it was like almost 50 AVX per MLP. And now we are at 65 AVX per MLP, so we have 37,000 AVX. Not bad. I think this is fantastically good. And I hope it keeps going something like this. Just keeps. Next one we go to 80. The one I'm really interested next. Oh, it doesn't show here. Why? It is with Bitcoin. So our pair against Bitcoin is fairly new as well. It's still very close to what we had. No, it's not showing because we didn't have any transaction. Because liquidity is really low on this one. We have 0.03 Bitcoin. Let me see if I can get the pair. We copy. Can we find it? That's a shame. I wanted to see how it was MLP versus Bitcoin. Yeah, it doesn't show here, it just goes like Ethereum again. Yeah, it's a shame. But hey, this is going to be our next goal, which is to gain strength against Bitcoin. So, we've pretty much gained strength against all coins on Abstract, Ethereum itself. Bitcoin would be the next goal, but we need more liquidity. We need to get into certain range, which I'm gonna get here. So here is all the pools that we have available, and we have this pool that hopefully will get triggered soon enough. Current price 174,000 MLP per Bitcoin. And we need to reach the price of 166,000 MLP per Bitcoin, so we start to get this pool in range, and we have 5,000 MLP ready to be changed for Bitcoin. And when that happens, we will have a much bigger pool on Bitcoin, and then we will be on spot to start to grow our position on Bitcoin. I think the only thing that would be next is have tokenized gold. For example, XAU or Paxos Gold. I think that will have the Holy Trinity. We would have, not Trinity, we have much more. We would have USDC, Gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, we'd have Pengu. That would be the main goal with this, and I think we would have a really solid amount of assets that MLP is paired with. I'm not sure if we would also be able to pair with silver, like tokenized silver. I think it would be also another awesome pair to have. And just knowing that MLP can be valued and it has liquidity between all of these amazing assets, it just puts MLP in such a strong and special position. Now, let's move forward. What we're going to do now is to actually get the fees, perform the buyback and let's see how it moves the needle. It's been 1 week now. We've been doing the buybacks live, so it's pretty much transparent. Look at that. On the Ethereum LP, we have 4 MLP ready to be distributed to the stakers. So let's see how much we have. And also, this is an all-time high. We have 0.728 Ethereum. We're slowly climbing to have a full Ethereum on our liquidity pool. And remember, we started this with, how much was it? 0.45? I think it was 0.45 Ethereum. So slowly, we getting there to double of the liquidity we started with. Okay, I need to change the wallet I'm using. Okay, perfect. Let's go. And I want to see how much it is. We just get ourselves this amount. So I'm going to put it here. Can we find MLP just right away? Nah. Not there yet, like that. This is gonna buy back another 4. Wow. .3968. Let's round it. So on the Ethereum pool, we already have 8 MLP to distribute to stakers. Really, really good. Okay, let's do that one. Let's see if it moves the needle. Just a little bit. Hey, there we go. Hey, that was not bad. You can see here what happened on MLP Ethereum. So it was this movement. It was this buyback just right now. Let's freaking go. Moving on. Next one. Next one would be Pengu. So on Pengu LP we have 2.31 and we have 142 Pengu tokens to add up to our liquidity pools. So whenever we're doing these buybacks, what's happening is we're inserting this Pengu into the liquidity pool, and we're taking away from the liquidity pool MLP. So we're making it scarcer because we're taking out from, not circulation, but from the liquidity pool, and we're putting it for distribution to stakers. But the most important is that we're putting that Pengu there. So for example, this purchase we just did with MLP, with Ethereum, it just got added. This is with Ethereum, okay. Refresh. This doesn't feel right. So that was just added here. So we added 0.008. So there's more Ethereum now available in liquidity with this trade. So we just claimed this Pengu and we're going to do the same. Changing the token. Let's use Gucci Penguins. We have 142 maximum. And that's going to do a buyback of... Hey, where's my calculator? Okay, how does this look in stream? Okay, perfect. So let's add 4 plus 4.3968 plus 2.31. Can I hide this a little bit more? I think so. Oh yeah, here we go. We don't need all that much. Plus this and plus 2.4662. Let me also write it down. 4662. Fun. So let's see if we get this through this pool. Probably it has went through the penguin pool. Yeah, here we go. We just purchased this one. You can see the price in Ethereum. It was 001922 and it went all the way up to 001938. Love to see it. 12 MLP so far. Let's go with big. So big, we have another 2.86 and we have 11 big. Okay, if this actually solved the problem and there's a better, let's see if we can get through here. Nah, it still says insufficient big balance. Which means that's wrong wallet. And right wallet. Ooh, I gotta probably fill it up. We have only $3 here. Okay. This is gonna be oh nice. 3.3467. So did we add this? No. Plus 2.86 plus 3.3467. What does it say 3 here? Okay, so we're already at 19 MLP. Probably this transaction went through the big liquidity pool, so let's move forward. After we have Abster. With Abster we have plus 2.07. Let's add here plus 2.07. And we have 362 Abster tokens on our liquidity pool. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Tip for buybacks. Playing for fun. We don't have the form today, so there's not going to be a lucky miner today. We have pretty much run out of funds on our sand token, so we will have to stop that until we have a new thing happening on the sandbox that will allow us to get some more sand tokens so we can keep with that initiative. We've been running on our own the lucky miner for about 1 year so far without any funding, I think, and we've pretty much ran out of funds of doing this every week for a full year without getting any funding from the sandbox. So all the sand we had pretty much run dry. Okay, will it happen after through Sakura Swap? I kind of like more Sakura Swap because I save some gas fee instead of using Relay. But usually Abster and Big, they don't work that well in here. So yeah, let's just use Abster. We're gonna add 2.5076. Here, 2.5076. Hey Wicked, thank you so much. I don't know what to do with that MLP. Probably I'll add it to liquidity. So MLP slash SMLP. Let's see how much we have here. Okay, I'm gonna let this run until we actually reach 1 MLP on this. MLP USDC. Now here we have 5. Wow, 5.03 and almost $2 worth of USDC. Okay, USDC has been our best piece lately. So which means we're going to do now USDC maximum, and this is going to buy back quite a chunk. So also let me add plus 5.03, and we're going to have 4.5802 plus 4.5802. 33 MLP on that's going to be distributed for stakers. That's a nice number. That's the biggest I think we had so far. Okay, did this move the needle? It did. We had another transaction here. Let's freaking go. So it went from 133, 1933, 1937, 1942. I like it. So let's see, for example, on this chart. So these buybacks actually move the needle a little bit, and I kind of like to see that when we are on the live stream, when we do these buybacks, there's something tangible for us to see it. Okay. Let's see if with Bitcoin we have enough. As MLP and Ethereum. So this is our stake version of MLP with Ethereum. We have half. Let's wait until it reaches 1. Like, this is very small. We only have 0.8 Ethereum on this side. Yeah, really need to get more here. This is out of range, and we have Bitcoin. But we still have a Borean. Okay, here I'm gonna let it run until we have also 1. As you can see, this becomes a little bit expensive on Ethereum side, just doing all of these claims. So we did reduce that for 1 time per week, but still, it costs just to do that every time. So another 2.48, and we have 268 Eborian ABX. 2.48. Let's add that up. 2.48. Collect fees. Can we reach 40 MLP? In just a single week? That would be awesome. Boring. So we have to go over here. ADX, maximum. We're gonna add another 4. Let's freaking go. 0903. So plus 4.0903. Hell yeah. Oh, hang on. Actually 08. 8, 6, 4.0. Come on, it's changing all the time. Yeah, let's just do the transaction. Eight, 6, 5, 0. 8, 6, 5. Done. So here, 8%. So that's gonna be. Let's leave it like that. Just so few. Did it move the needle again? Not on this part, on this pair, but Okay, how does it look now? We didn't get anything on USDC changing. Pengu. We got a purchase here. So this was added. Hamster. Also didn't do anything in here.
Take my hand.
Big. We got a transaction going through here.
To
Yep.
expand.
1931. You can see that pretty much it's who's runaway. It's showing 2 watching. It meant to be 3+. I don't think that abstract portal kind of provides the number correctly. Or maybe when you minimize, it also decreases. I don't know. I'm not sure how it actually works. So MLP big. Let's go now with Aborian. We can see 2 purchases went through this pool, and it's still catching up. You can see that the price on Aborian is still lower than the other ones. And last but not least, we have with Bitcoin, and we had a transaction going through right now, but it was a sale. So probably what happened is that Bitcoin did jump in price compared to some of our other pools. But yeah, this is okay, $4. It just balanced itself. Okay, so we had 40. I think I have to improve. Yeah, I never did this much. 54. Should be working here. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do now is to put the funds up for distribution. Let's see. Right now, staking rewards, we are at 3.26. So this kind of decreases a little bit more until we actually fill it up. I'm going to get the smart contract. Oh, we have 78 holders right now. Slowly going to the 100. 24 hours we had 188 transfers. Let me see the total. 24,000. Almost reaching 25,000 transfers. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right, okay. So we're going to increase the allowance of the staking smart contracts, and we're going to do 41 MLP. Probably going to do the same for staked MLP already. So how many do we have here? The same 50? And there's been 1,200 transfers of staked MLP. For this window, okay. And this one, okay. And I need to buy some resting glasses soon. I feel like I'm really needing some resting glasses. Actually, no, I don't want to approve this one. Okay, we'll go there. Once we need it. So we're going to deposit 40. Now, let's add the zeros. And it's 1, 3, 6, 9. Just to confirm, we have 18 zeros. 8 matches. First, we're going to stake these tokens. And then we will go to the SMLP rewards. Connect. I have to copy this and allow myself to spend here. I'm going to allow myself to spend 41. Now I'm going to copy copy this number, which is the amount I've just staked, and I'm gonna deposit those right here. Here we go. So this has 197, it will go again above 200. Let's see. Wow! You saw that? It just went from 3 something to 4.85% estimated API. Pretty good. We're almost really close to 5%. So, nice. That's awesome. If we keep it up, and I think volume seems to be getting higher, probably next week we can still go above 5% again. But as I said, as long as we're in between the 4%, 6% range, I think we're doing a terrific job. Like, we're doing an amazing work here. Especially with as low funds we have. Like, we're not looking at $1 million protocol. Not even a $100,000 protocol or something like that. So with the amount of funds we have, I think we're doing a really awesome job. And with what we've been able to accomplish within 3 months, yeah, we're in the right path. We're on the right track. I think things are looking just really good for us overall. So again, just to recap, I believe that this would be a nice point to get yourself some more exposure to MLP if you're looking to get some more tokens. On the USD price, it's pretty close to launch. Like, we've launched at 40 cents, and right now it's at 41 and 50 cents. So a very small increase in price. But looking at its Ethereum counterparts, the valuation is being actually massive, almost double the price. So just to make a comparison, when Ethereum comes back to 4,000, which was the price that it was on the TGE, MLP would be valued at 0.0001947. So when Ethereum comes back at 4,000, MLP should be worth very close to 80 cents. So I think there's a nice gap on the valuation here, but overall it's just looking really good for the protocol. Hell freaking yeah. So I think we've pretty much covered everything. Just to make a quick recap, we have 2 new liquidity partners protocols on Abstract that they're pretty much going to plug in with all that we're doing over here, and that's really bullish for MLP. We have Junior that is back actively programming and developing the board game, so also very good for the Pickaxe Master. Regarding here on MLP, the buybacks have been the greatest so far in a single week. We had 40 MLP in a single week buyback, so very, very, very good. Price has been performing really well compared to what we've seen. Like, for example, MLP against on the ecosystem has dropped 5%, Ethereum has dropped 6%. So we're more stabilized than Ethereum, which is probably the second, third, I don't know, biggest cryptocurrency out there. Now, having that said, I think we've pretty much covered everything for today. I'm not sure if you have a question. If you do, please do let me know. You can find us over at Twitch, you can find us over Discord, you can find us over X. So if you want to follow us, here's our X handle. So feel free to join in. Here we go. This was a recap of how it grew. I'm going to throw one of these very soon again. But I can see that we've pretty much grown quite a lot. So when was this posted? 31 January, 5 days ago. So 0.75 Ethereum. We have... Why does this send always the wrong number? 0.7288 plus the 0.8 we have on the staked version. So this is 0.8 Ethereum. quite a good increase, 0.005 Ethereum. And across all, from what I've seen, we've pretty much grown in liquidity in every single pair we have. So, looking good. I hope for the next week will be even better than we have for today that we're watching. I hope that next week we'll be having a recap and talking about all of this, but it will even look better. We have Fred and Ferd streaming on the sandbox, so pretty cool to see it. We'll be rating Fred just in a bit. Let me get that started. That's over Twitch, of course. I hope that they implement that feature also over Abstract. That would be cool. But for now, that will be all. My name is Bruno from the Pickaxe Mass and from the Master Liquidity Protocol. I hope that you had some fun. I hope you enjoyed watching this stream for all the news, the updates, and the recaps that we had over Abstract, over the ecosystem that we're building. And of course, stay tuned. We'll keep building, and we'll be delivering more news every week on here every Friday as well. Every Wednesday. Until the meantime, have a great one, have a great week, have also a great day, and take care of yourself. So, see you all soon. Cheers and goodbye for now. Let's watch Frankfurt, say hello to him, and let's learn something about Voxel, something about Game Maker. Let's build and have some fun. Alright, cheers everyone, have a great one. Rating went through here, and on Abstract, adios.